Hi friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sigrid and I make videos about books because I love them. In today's video, we're going to be doing my first book of the month unboxing where I only unbox one box. With the new feature of being able to add on up to 5 books, I don't feel the need to have a second account just yet, so I did skip that account. I still have it just in case I want to order more. But for now, I think I'm going to stick with the one book box. If you're unfamiliar with Book of the Month, it is a book subscription box. It gives you one newly released hardcover novel every month. And you do have the option to get additional add-ons at a discounted rate as well. Let's see what I got. The first book I got, of course, I had to get the thrillers. This is None of This Is True by Lisa Joel. Now, I'm a little nervous because I did read a Lisa Joel novel in the past and I didn't like it, but I'm giving it another try. When a famous podcaster interviews a stranger promising to divulge the story of a lifetime, secrets emerge that threaten to expose the truth of the lives they've both worked hard to project and protect. Celebrating her 45th birthday at the hot new local pub, popular podcaster Alex Summer crosses paths with an unassuming woman called Josie Fair. Josie, it turns out, is also celebrating her 45th birthday. They are, in fact, birthday twins. A few days later, Alex and Josie bumps into each other again, this time outside of Alex's children's school. Josie has been listening to Alex's podcast and thinks she might be an interesting subject for her series. She tells Alex, on the cusp of great changes in her life. Josie's life appears to be strange and complicated, and although Alex finds her unsettling, she can't quite resist the temptation to keep going on the project. Slowly, she starts to realize that Josie is hiding some very dark secrets, and before she knows it, Josie has inveigled her way into Alex's life and into her home. But as quickly as she has arrived, Josie Fair disappears. Only then does Alex discover that Josie has left a terrible and terrifying legacy in her wake, and that Alex has become the subject of her own true crime podcast, with her life and her family's lives in grave danger. Best-selling author Lisa Joel delivers the book of her career in this absolute show-stopping work of She Said, where two women collide on their birthday night, forcing an unforgettable reckoning between two women with huge but very different ambitions for their lives. I'm excited about that. It sounds really good. Then, of course, I had to get the Elizabeth Acevedo book that just recently came out. This is Family Lore. I have read pretty much everything that Elizabeth Acevedo has written, and I love it. I recommend her audiobooks for any of the books that you get because her voice is just so smooth and velvety. It's just perfect. Flora has a gift. She can predict to the day when someone will die. So when she decides she wants a living wake, a party to bring her family and community together to celebrate the long life she's led, her sisters are surprised. Has Flora foreseen her own death or someone else's? Does she have other motives? She refuses to tell her sisters, Matilda, Pastora, and Camilla, but Flora isn't the only person with secrets. Her sisters are hiding things too. And the next generation, cousins Ona and Yadi, face tumult of their own. Spanning the 3 days prior to the wake, Family Lore traces the lives of each of the Marte women, weaving together past and present, Santo Domingo and New York City. Told with Elizabeth Acevedo's inimitable voice, this is an indelible portrait of sisters and cousins, aunts and nieces, one family's journey through their history, helping them better navigate all that is to come. I love it. I saw an interview that she was doing and she was saying that this was inspired by her actual family, and that her culture, they do believe in magic. Her family believes in magic. I don't know if it's like as deep as this, like being able to predict the future, but there are some families that do believe in certain powers and magic, so that's really cool. Okay, and next up I believe this is a horror novel, but this is Vampires of El Norte, and it's by Isabel Cañas. Vampires and vaqueros face off on the Texas-Mexico border in this supernatural western from the author of The Hacienda. Oh, I have that book. As the daughter of a rancher in 1840s Mexico, Nina knows a thing or two about monsters. Her home has long been threatened by tensions with Anglo settlers from the north, but something more sinister lurks near the ranch at night, something that drains men of their blood and leaves them for dead. Something that once attacked Nina 9 years ago. Believing Nina dead, Nestor has been on the run from his grief ever since, moving from ranch to ranch, working as a vaquero. But no amount of drink can dispel the night terrors of sharp teeth. No woman can erase his childhood sweetheart from his mind. When the United States invaded Mexico in 1846, The two are brought abruptly together on the road to war. Nina, as a healer striving to prove her worth to her father so that he does not marry her off to a stranger, and Nestor as a member of the auxiliary cavalry of ranchers and vaqueros. But the shock of their reunion and Nina's rage at Nestor for seemingly abandoning her long ago is quickly overshadowed by the appearance of a nightmare made flesh. And unless Nina and Nestor work through their past and face the future together, neither will survive to see dawn. We have another thriller, which is Just Another Missing Person. This is by Gillian McAllister. So this author wrote Wrong Place, Wrong Time, which is another book that I've heard of. There's a man out there. His weapon isn't a gun or a knife. It's a secret. Olivia, 22 years old, no history of running away, last seen on CCTV entering a dead-end alley and not coming back out, missing for 1 day and counting. Julia, the detective heading up the case. She knows what to expect: a desperate family, a ticking clock, and long hours away from her daughter. Julia has no idea how close to home this case is going to get, because her family's safety depends on one thing. Julia must not find out what happened to Olivia and must frame somebody else for her murder. What would you do? That is pretty cool. Okay, it looks like we did all thrillers this time, because the last one is by Sarah Buchanan, and this is Gone Tonight. Their bond runs deep. Their lies run dark. 41-year-old Ruth Sterling is on the run from her past while trying to hold on to her future by protecting her 24-year-old daughter, Catherine. It's always been just the two of them against the world. But how well do they really know each other? And what made Ruth, a pregnant teenager all those years ago, run for her life? When Ruth's desperate quest to keep Catherine by her side reveals cracks in their carefully constructed world, both mother and daughter began a dance of deception, one that begs the question, what does the darkness lie within? Propulsive, brilliantly layered, and a true shocker, Gone Tonight is an emotionally thrilling powerhouse of a novel about motherhood, young love, protection, and the violence that lies dormant in the least expected places. And we also got a generic bookmark that says, "My books think I'm cool." And that's all that matters. Like, seriously? So yeah, that's everything that I have in my one box from a book of the month this month. And I will see you guys back in September to tell you guys what I got then. But until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.